So, part 3, talking about sex. I know it's everybody's favorite thing to talk about. But I do feel like with men too, specifically, like, there's gonna have to be like this major detox from sex and like porn and all of that stuff, right? But I don't think repression is the answer per se. It just depends where people are at. Like if they're an active addiction of sex, then yes, you do have to like detox from it. Just like I did detox from food. Like I straight up had to like eat a lot less junk food and eat a lot less sweets and stuff like that. And now I have it in moderation. And so like that's really how I feel for men is like if they're in active sex addiction, like there needs to be a detox from it. And then there just needs to be a way to find balance within that, you know? And also the thing is too, is that then you have to replace sex with like thinking, like neural pathways. And I think a lot of people, again, they don't realize like how traumatized they are. They don't realize like how much pain they're actually in. They just use these things to kind of not cope with the reality that they exist in, because it's very painful to exist in the reality that we exist in without any type of hope or any other type of like neural pathway rewiring. So that is like essential. And that's again why, guys, every day I'm like the aliens have to come, because like they have this design. That's the other reason why I really want them to come and why I just like literally don't even want to do this with humans, because they understand like where we're at. They get like all the problems in society right now. Like they understand like what's really fucked up and stuff. And so they have like customized plans. Like here, the first 30 days, like this is what you're going to do. If you're addicted to sex, if you're addicted to alcohol, if you're addicted to anything, here's what you're going to do. You're going to stop with the sex, and then you're gonna sit with your trauma, you know? And like that's the thing is they like know, again, they keep referring to Santa Claus, how Santa Claus had a list and he checked it twice and he knew everybody and he's gonna find out if you're naughty or nice, because that was like a reference for like they have everybody's plans are like individualized to them, so like they know like what your issues are. And like that's the thing is like people will not admit their issues to people, do you know what I'm saying? Or like they won't admit their traumas or things like that. Like people just like won't. So like they'll be able to be like, hey, well, this is like the pain that you actually have to sit with. Like your mom treated you like shit, your dad was a fucking asshole, like you were raped, were bullied, like that kind of stuff. Like they'll have like a list, they'll have like footage to be able to like show you so you can like process it. Because like a lot of people I think have repressed memories as well, or don't have good memories of their trauma or things like that, and they don't see their abusers being held accountable. So like once we have all of that established and people realize like that's what's going on, like again, like the healing process is going to speed up so much. Because that is all humans really need, is we just need to like see and process our trauma, right? Because that's what I've been doing. I've been sitting here, obviously you guys know I have so many days of like where I just have to talk about the same thing over and over and over again to process it. That's how you process it, is that's why I say come make videos. Even if you make like a private account where nobody follows you, like come talk about your traumas, bro, on like a private account, and like say them out loud, and just process them, because it is so essential to being able to heal, is processing the trauma that you've been through. And some people it's like not even personal trauma, it's just being traumatized from the external reality in which we exist in, but I think a lot of people have somehow been traumatized by that, some way, shape, or form. And so there's a lot that actually goes into sex addiction that like of course I never could understand it my whole life. Like I was like, how do you get addicted to sex? Because again, it wasn't like, because I didn't orgasm in it. So I was like, I don't understand what the big fucking deal is. It's not that fucking special. Until I started orgasming, and then I was like, oh, I understand. But I had years of my life that I was having sex and I was not orgasming. Isn't that so sad? That is like sad. And that's like so many women. So many women have the same story, where men, it's like you fucking orgasm. Like that's the thing, is men get so fucking lucky. It's so easy for them to fucking orgasm. It's like It's also very visual. You can see, you know, when you're orgasming with women, you can't see when we're really orgasming. It's just kind of like a feeling kind of a thing, right? Now, obviously, I'm not getting into the details of that. Some people you can see, it's most you can't. So anyway, yeah, I just feel like it is very sad where we are with sex. Like it's just like, so that's what I get visions of, actually, is like this massive sexual awakening. Massive. Because so many people have been repressed, and all of a sudden people are going to have permission to have sex, to enjoy sex, to be any shape or size, and be desirable in sex. You know, because what is going to switch now is people are going to be desired on a personal level first, and then they'll be sexually desired, where it's the opposite now, especially for women. For men, you know, I think a lot of men feel very sad because they're desired for their money. You know, that's unfortunately, so we do objectify men too. We just don't sexually objectify them. We financially objectify them. But that is the patriarchy, because men get paid more and because women rely on them for survival. You know, so it's a little different. And then men get mad at it. And it's like, but that's what we need for survival. So like, why are you getting angry that this is the way that this is set? But I was just talking to my grandpa about this. How horrible is that for men? How horrible is that to feel like you have this gigantic pressure on you to provide for two people? That's a horrible pressure to have on you. That's how I felt in my last relationship, because my ex was disabled. So all of a sudden I felt like I had all this pressure on me to provide for the two of us, and I couldn't. And then I resented him because of it, you know? And I obviously resented society, but I couldn't really do shit about society, so then I just started resenting his ass, you know? But also he was a fucking bitch who just complained and was... He knew what... That was the issue with my ex, is that again, it's hard to blame him, because like he got into the relationship knowing that he was basically taking advantage of me, and he didn't really care because he wanted to feel happiness. But again, he had never felt happiness in his whole fucking life because he was chronically ill. So it's like, I can't blame him for what he did, but at the same time, he's at fault. He should have walked away from me. And I should have had enough self-worth to walk away from him. So again, we're both at fault there. Very sad, the state of the world is how, like, you can't, it's just sad. It's just it's like taking all of our hopes and dreams. It's taking our pleasure. It's taking our existence as humans. It's taken everything from us. So like, the God is going to restore it. There is no doubts about that. God's going to restore this. He's going to come make it right. He made it wrong in such a, again, we've never like had this before, where it's just like so bizarre and so weird and so deep and so fucked up, and so all of our wires are crossed. Our wires are fucking crossed. We are all mentally disabled. We're all disabled right now. We're all disabled in some way, shape, or form. Most people it's mentally, and like, but we've normalized disability. We've normalized addiction. We've normalized like objectification of women. We've normalized also objectifying men financially, and like, then it puts them in this power dynamic situation. It's just so sad. Right? So sad. We're all aware of it. We all get it, right? We're so sick of talking about it. We just want change. But we have to change individually first, and then society changes. Like, we have to all get to a point of believing in solutions. That's where we're at right now. That's all God needs from us right now. He'll need us eventually when we're in the part of the solutions. But until then, we have to imagine the solutions first. That's like bare minimum. You know, on a neurological manifestation standpoint, is that we believe that there's solutions coming. So let's get imaginative and creative with those solutions. For me, it's like people will have individualized plans from interdimensional beings who have been watching us this entire time. So people don't like that, but I'm like, I don't care what you do or do not like. I just need you to get mad. Fine, if you don't like that, then come up with something else. How can we solve these issues? How can we resolve these problems without extensive help then? I can't imagine it, but I can imagine it with external help, and that's exactly what all my channels were about before all of this, right? So this is why I'm realizing they led me the way they led me in a specific way, because I couldn't have imagined solutions unless I had this like aliens are coming thing. And like, thank God other channelers are getting this shit, because now I actually feel like there's hope for us. Like, this is totally resolvable. It's just going to take a long time, and we need advanced technology.